Hey guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I got my Kenny Chesney get up on right now. Actually, a lot of folks have said that I look like him. I don't see it, but then again, I'm just used to this mug. And there are worse people to look like. So anyway, yeah, maybe I'll fill in as like a body double on stage once if he's not feeling well, and they could just, sink in as the the audio track. Anyway, this is very cool. Alex Miller and Tracy Byrd's song "The Byrd," and that title caught my attention. And the reason I even looked this up, nobody requested this, but Alex had left a really nice message about a year ago after I reacted to his and Emily and Robert's duet, "More Country Than You." Then I saw this title. I'm like, I got to do this. But every so often, I'll look through my notes of artists who have reacted on the channel. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do another song by that person because they left. Lauren Massetti did that. And I'm actually going to meet her later this month. But anyway, Alex Miller and Tracy Byrd, you're not really going to go wrong with that. And when I hear "The Byrd," this is BYRD, but like being a Jersey guy, it's like whenever I hear "The Byrd," I'm like, oh, somebody's getting flipped off. It's not just a Jersey thing, but it's certainly prevalent there. All right. Oh, it's an official music video. This should be good.
Last night, my neighbor was having a party. The music they were playing was loud and absurd. I knocked on his door, and when he answered, that's when I reached out and gave him the bird. I said, start with "I'm from the country," and the drinking bone's connected to a little earworm. Through the watermelon crawl by the end of the evening, and you can thank me later for giving you the bird. You don't have to be rich and famous to get into one of his shows. I bet he'll have you swinging and a-swaying after 10 rounds of Jose Cuervo. As long as there's a honky-tonk crowd for him to work, he'll get on stage and give them the bird.
Hey Alex, what's up?
I need my wingman again.
You need me over there again? What happened with the last one?
I had a little date with a blue-eyed baby. She said country music ain't what I prefer. I never will forget the look she gave me when I cranked up the radio and gave her the bird. Soon I was holding heaven, parked in the holler. She was singing along to every word. By the end of the night, she must have found a new favorite, 'cause now when I sing to her, she gives me the bird.
You don't have to be rich and famous to get into one of my shows. I bet I'll have you swinging and a-swaying after 10 rounds of Jose Cuervo.
Couldn't do that many.
As long as there's a honky-tonk crowd for me to work, I'll get on stage and give you the bird.
Well, you don't have to be rich and famous
To get into one of our shows, I bet we'll have you swinging and a-swaying after 10 rounds of Jose Cuervo. As long as there's a honky-tonk crowd for us to work, we'll get on stage and give you the bird. As long as there's a honky-tonk crowd for us to work, we'll get on stage and give you the bird.
That was awesome. I wonder how that whole thing came about. If Alex, it had to have been Alex's inspiration for this, and then Tracy got on board with it. I'm not sure, but I'll say this about Alex: he has what it takes to make it like big. No, I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know where, you need songs and a producer, for those songs and all that stuff. I mean, you need good songs. But he's got a certain something about him that people are going to want to watch, they're going to want to experience, and they're going to embrace. And the business, of course, is about being a pretty boy or a pretty girl. Obviously, if you're Carrie Underwood or, aesthetics, looks, it's an image driven thing. But there's a reason, and this is not an identical comparison, but like, John C. Reilly in movies is a big deal. He's always in movies with Will Ferrell and so on. And there's some people who just have a certain look. He has a very friendly guy next door look. Alex does. And you want to watch him. There's a certain, in French, a certain je ne sais quoi, an indefinable something, but he's got the musicality, he's got the fun. There is nothing that comes across as sort of like off-putting. And that's all part of the experience when you watch or listen to an artist. But this is just a fun, as far as the song goes, that was just sort of like my own personal sense of Alex's ability. I think he could command a crowd. And he would do it in a friendly way where people would be like, "What's next, Alex? What's next, Alice?" That kind of thing. But the fact that Tracy got on board with this, I love that. And he's with Emily Ann Roberts and all that. But Alex may have already stepped into his own. I'm not sure what kind of albums he's cutting and who he's signed to, if he is, but it can happen. He actually could, if he stayed in that friendly mode, with the talent he's got and the songwriting he's got. I can absolutely see him having a phenomenal career. Whether he becomes an A-lister or not, I don't know. You can't say, because industry appetites change and all that. But when you have good songs, that doesn't change. So I'm going to rate my experience. Yeah, the Kenny Chesney look. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't even show you. See that? There it is. Yeah, this would be a good motto also for Alex, for all of us, really. The number that popped into my head on this one, on creativity, is a 9.3. I like the sound of it. I like the tempo of it. I like the artistry, the creativity, the instrumentation. That could be lost in the theme of the song, but I even like the rhyme scheme of absurd and Byrd. There aren't many options for it, but in the beginning, when he had to come up with a word to rhyme with Byrd, and he's like, the music next door was absurd. Like, I've never heard music described as that. And obviously it fit the rhyme scheme, but I'm like, I wonder what kind of music they're playing. It brought me in. So, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in another video. Keep rocking the country.
Soon I was holding heaven, parked in the holler. She was singing along to every word. By the end of the night, she must have found a new favorite. 'Cause now when I sing to her, she gives me the bird.